Hi, this is Burns Hargis here for another edition of Inside OSU, and we certainly have a special guest. We've never had a bigger guest, and I mean in reputation as well as size. Shaquille O'Neal is here, who is one of the legendary players in the NBA. Well, welcome, Shaquille.
How are you?
Welcome to Oklahoma State
Thank you. Nice
University.
to be
You bet. We're here in the beautiful men's basketball locker room, which is just like the women's, by the way, our women just won the WNIT.
here. Congratulations.
You're from Newark, New Jersey, I guess, but
Yes.
you ended up graduating from high school in Texas.
Yes, sir.
How'd that happen?
My father was in the military, so I moved around every 4 years. Left New Jersey, ended up in Germany where I met Coach Brown at a basketball clinic when I was 13.
Who was the coach of LSU?
Yes, it was the coach of LSU. Then I came back in San Antonio, junior year, 35-1, senior year, 36-0 state championships, and could have went anywhere. Matter of fact, the great Eddie Sutton really recruited me.
Did he?
Yeah, he recruited me a lot, but I chose to go to LSU.
How come? Because you knew Coach Brown?
Yeah, because I knew Coach Brown, and he stayed with me, and he used to send me encouraging letters, and so I figured that I would just go there.
But then you went to the NBA. You played 6 different teams in the NBA. Started at Orlando and then went to the Lakers, and I guess those were the real glory years.
After 4 years in Orlando, didn't work. I served 2 terms in LA, 8 years, and then moved after that. And then last couple of years just floated around.
Yeah.
But it was fun. And the good thing about my career is I did it my way. I was the CEO. I was in charge, and I led organizations to championships, and I led other players to greatness.
When you went to the NBA, obviously there was a big difference between college basketball and the NBA, right?
Yes, it was.
What?
I mean, well, one in college there's young men playing college basketball, and in the NBA, everybody's a man. From the John Stocktons to the Karl Malones to the Charles Barkleys, you have to get adjusted to the physicality. You have to get adjusted to the lifestyle. You have to get adjusted to the travel.
You also not just in college and not just in the NBA, but also on the Dream Team and in the World Championships as well as the Olympics. Tell us about that. Was that a different experience?
It was very different playing with other NBA greats. I didn't make Dream Team 1. I took that as an insult. So when I went to Dream Team 2, I just wanted to show out. Just wanted to show the world. Just wanted to show the Olympic Committee that they made a mistake.
Is it more special to stand there with the gold medal and the national anthem playing than it is to win an NBA Finals?
I mean, it's different. When you stand on a podium to receive the gold medal, that's for the country. The country and the whole world knows it. You're part of the best team, beat all the countries in the world. When you play for an NBA title, it's just that city, that town, that organization. Like when we won in Miami. Before I went to Miami, I promised them that I would get it done, and then we got it done. And just the interaction after that was just unbelievably great.
You went back to college, even after you started your professional career. Talk about that, because that doesn't happen very often.
Well, I promised my mother that I would go back. Now, my plan was to stay 4 years no matter what, but college game got to be a little too rough, and the NBA was calling, so I left and had a long conversation with my parents, and they said, we'll let you go out, but you have to promise us that you'll go back. So I went back a couple years after that, received my bachelor's, and then I started getting into business a lot. So I was like, I mean, with a lot of.
You got a degree in business, right?
Yes, yes, I have a master's in business administration. Started meeting with a lot of people, so my mentality became as such. Instead of when I meet Fortune 500 CEOs, instead of them looking at me as an athlete like most of them will always do, I also want them to respect me as a businessman. So I received my master's, and then I'm always talking about leadership. So, to let people understand that I'm a king of academia, I wanted to receive my PhD.
And speaking of that, your dissertation was entitled "The Duality of Humor and Aggression in Leadership Styles."
Yes.
What's all that about?
I was anxious to see which leader is more effective. the humorous leader, such as myself, or the aggressive, serious leader. And you know, doing my research, I've come to the conclusion that you're not either humorous or serious. That your styles have to modulate due to certain circumstances. So my characteristics would be 70% humorous and 30% serious.
Why do you do these college appearances?
A friend of mine who runs the Speakers Bureau in Florida asked me to come and do it, and it was great. It was like a question and answer session, and I guess it went viral, and ever since that went viral, I've been getting calls from all over the country. So after I leave this beautiful campus tonight, I think I'm going to the University of Alabama. And you know, my message is just be simple. You know, be leaders, not followers. Have fun, do the right thing, and you know, hopefully it'll be a couple of students in the audience that will be inspired by me.
Okay, let me ask you just some things I know everybody would be interested in, and I was interested in. You hosted Saturday Night Live. What's that like? Is that an all-week deal, or?
Yes, it's an all-week deal. They bring you in Monday, and you have to memorize the lines from 8 to 5. And I think when I hosted it, I think that was when Will Ferrell was coming out, and now he's a big-time star. So you know, we had a great skit. It's still on the internet today, but it was fun. And
you did a video with Michael Jackson.
Yes, I did a video with Michael Jackson. I was in my house in Orlando, and this big bodyguard guy knocked on the door, and I was like, hello? And he was like, Mike wants to see you. And I'm like, Mike who? He's like, Michael Jackson. So Mike was in the car, and he came. And
so they just showed up? They didn't call you or anything?
No, he just showed up at the house. And he asked if I would be in his video, and I couldn't tell Michael Jackson though, so I was like, sure. And he flew me out to LA, and I did a verse on one of the songs, and I was in the video, and I hung out at Never Neverland. It was a great time.
Well, Shaq, it's just a real great pleasure to have you on our campus, and our students thoroughly enjoy you being here, and so do I. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for the invite.
You bet.
All right.